So welcome to week 9 of our database class. As you can see from the lovely snow on the ground, we are on spring break with the lovely spring weather. I'm just trying to video this week as a way to change things up a little bit and give you an overview of what we're covering, what we'll be covering over the next 2 weeks, because we'll have spring break this week, and then we'll have the official week for week 9 the following week. So for the readings this week, we'll be looking at data integrity and business rules. That builds on what we've been covering up to now: tables, fields, keys, relationships. And it takes to the next thing that we'll be looking at is how to make sure that you have, clean data so that it's not too messy. There's never a perfect database, of course, but you want to make sure that you build in enough rules to prevent obviously bad data from getting into your database. So the readings will look at that this week, and we'll have a discussion about that. I think I'm going to ask you to reflect on your own project and what sort of data integrity and business rules you'll need to apply in your own project. For the SQL exercise this week, we will be looking at joins, and if you remember from the class yesterday, or if you looked at the slide, the pictures, one of the things we were looking at is relationships and the relationships between tables. And we will use a technique called joins to take advantage of those relationships when we are extracting data from our database. So we'll look at a select statement, which you've looked at before, but now instead of selecting from just one table, you'll actually be selecting data and linking it together from multiple tables. On Saturday, I handed out the project proposal template, and we talked about how you can move forward with that. I've talked to each of you last week about your individual projects. Over the next 2 weeks, I'll ask you to complete the project template, fill it in, and that'll be due at the end of week 9. If you want to move faster than that, feel free to submit it sooner, and I'll turn it around just as quick as I can and give you feedback so that you can keep moving on your project. As I said, you and I will be working closely individually on your projects as you move forward, because each project will be sort of taking its own direction, and I'm looking forward to working with you on that. Let's see here. So we'll be starting the homework on week 9, and I'll be posting more about that with the activities. And one other thing. Bruce Hulse is a director at the WRLC. He has lots of experience. He's actually taught this class before. And he has agreed to participate as a guest. And what I'm hoping to do sometime in April is to have him participate in an online discussion for a couple of weeks where you and me, ask him questions and just talk to him about what he's encountered sort of in his career as a database systems designer, implementer, manager. I think you'll find his experience really interesting, and it'll sort of help you see how what we do here works in the real world, at least one example. I'll wrap up the week by asking you to fill out a 5-minute feedback form. It's just a short survey that lets me know how things are working, and it'll give you a chance to tell me what pieces of the activities this week worked well, where I might make changes, and just check in general on that. So that's the plan for the week. I hope you for the next 2 weeks actually. I hope you enjoy working on this, and I will be available over the 2 weeks. Again, I encourage you to post to the discussion forum, to email me with questions, to call me. I'm very happy to set up a time to talk or meet, at any point when we can find a time to do it. I know everybody has a busy schedule, and I want to try to make sure that we can connect as you need to. Anyway, enjoy, and I look forward to working with you this week.